Well, for Wednesday in November, it's warm. It's a warm Wednesday, November 16th, 2016. Trump won the presidency. Hillary Clinton lost because everybody already knows that's old news. Still, when you think over all the things that was said and done during the campaign, you could see that it's very disturbing. Um, I I don't see a good situation because since I've been living here in Memphis and my experience with police, uh, females, uh, and males, and just checking out other folks because I live alone. I pretty much stay to myself. One thing is I hate is like they're very poor. Very poor cause people to be more criminal. More needy. Always want something. They're into their sports and they're into sex, and that's about the end of their conversation. Women are supposed to fit in this nice little box where we don't mind being objectified or sex. It's sort of strange because um a lot of the people here they really have mother issues. They don't, since they always projecting their shit on everybody else and looking for a scapegoat, looking for somebody else to blame. They don't really solve any problems, and that's the problem. What I see with racism is like, believe it or not, Memphis and the surrounding areas, Mississippi and Arkansas, this trifecta area, uh, uh, it's known for its ignorance and racist, but they really are, and it's like either you're crazy if you don't really I'm not studying that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's all about getting even or somebody did you wrong. But in my mind, it's always about they missed that first ass whooping they got from their mom. And their mom start whooping them like this lady over here. You know, I mean, I seen her hit the puppy because she too fucking lazy to figure out how to take 15 minutes out of her fucking life to the house break it, and she wouldn't have to worry about it ever again. But anyway, but for it to be on such a mass level, well, what I see is what they do is there's a lot of let me put it this way, like this land that I'm on right now, see, we anyway, I won't even go into how they coerce and swindle, you know, what what we do have left, I guess. But um white folks when they came over here, because like in some ways black folks is like it's like they're trying the rest of their life to um, show the type of affection they got from their mom, which was pain because of the whooping. When they can't explain things with their words. But you can see it a lot faster up in their teenagers, you know. But what I'm thinking is with when we have a bunch of races that are now, in charge. Trump's gonna be president. Their ideas are so self-destructive, so negative. Um, uh, because they're always on this punish mode, punish mode, punish mode. Well, people be like, "What's your fucking point?" Besides, you could see with the vice president, the Pence guy, how his policies did not help the state that he was in and caused more harm and more damage. And that's their thing. They're like, it's like Flint, Michigan. I guess those people once, the majority of the people that could move out, and those were the ones that have money to relocate to a place to where they could raise their kids in schools where the tax bracket was high enough to where their kids could get an education. They moved out of that area. The ones that if you're poor, you really can't afford to leave here. So I don't know. I'm not living here. Nobody else is living here. And we know that things like under racist situation that it'll get worse, but if, you know what I'm saying, they'll probably take away all the food stamps, all Social Security that people paid into also, take away health care. And I say, start now investing in tents, maybe propane, a cookery like barbecue uh, equipment, um, blankets, uh, maybe non-battery radios, that you have to crank up. It also go with batteries and flashlights. Um, and things like that, and because and start stocking up on canned goods that'll be good for you, and maybe start doing a garden, because one of the things that in a democracy in a capitalist society, it's the first thing they do is they stop people from growing their own food. I remember, like, really up until I was a little girl, everybody grew something in the yard, you know. I mean, it's not like it might be acorn squash along with okra, zucchini, tomatoes, of course, and etc. And they might not have been big pot. Now we have it even different form of than where we do a raised beds and all this. But the whole thing is that we are totally dependent on going to the store or going to fast food or going to a restaurant or getting food called in, or even getting our meals mailed in or delivered, opposed to where we grow our food and cook it, ourselves. So we're totally dependent in this type of society that if and when their policies go into effect, that we'll have a lot of starving, sick, and dying folks, and they won't be immune to it. Like in the Standing Stone, if they continue with the fracking, you'll have water contaminated. You have more earthquakes, uh, and other health problems. Compound. So um, get ready uh, for the third world countries uh, and war-ridden countries having better access to clean water, food, and living conditions. But don't forget, it's football season, and don't forget to look at all your RR X-ray things, because like if they keep you busy looking at that, why would you pay attention to the water you got to drink or the food you're eating? Or the reality of Trump's racist ass fucking cabinet he's already putting together. It's already Europeans think Americans are stupid. You know what I'm saying? And then we got somebody like that. You know, trust me, they don't respect him or the people that he has. So already he talked all this shit. Okay, and they're not African Americans and shit, okay? Because we just gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? When the white man finished shooting and doing and having this war and all this other goddamn shit they go through and trying to judge and trying to be so hateful and and have privatized prison and think it's all like a fucking joke. You know what they're doing? You know what I'm saying? It's like we ain't paying attention. Believe me, there are motherfuckers paying attention, and they like to use your stupidity. That's what they see anyway. I don't know. I heard plenty. I heard for the last 20 years of Europeans talking about how stupid Americans is. Maybe it's time that we need to think about: do you really, really? We'll see in these 4 years if we really become the joke of the fucking world.